Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 21 of May I Scraplift You, a hop started by Crystal Barrett with pineapple papers. And today I am scraplifting Wendy Meffin. And this is her layout and I'm going to show you a little closer. I love that it had 6 smaller pictures and how fun and full of color it was. There's her Instagram. And she had a lot of really cool layouts. But like I said, I loved that there was multiple pictures because I've printed a bunch of our beach trip pictures in these little so they're 2x3s. And so I thought that I could get some of these fun little silly pictures down. And I'm going to use the Bella Boulevard Island Escape. And I have pretty much a full pack except a couple missing papers. And then this chipboard. And I chose to use that because the matching page is this one I did by Scraplifting Jessica Michaels a few days ago. And so I wanted to use that same collection since this would be facing that. And to create all the splattery bits that she's got all around, I'm going to use my Tim Holtz or Ranger sprays. And so I've got my papers, my pictures, my mixed media, and this really fun layout. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I tried to decide if I wanted to splatter or do the packaging technique, and decided I was going to splatter, and I put it in my box because sometimes I'll splatter without it, but I was going to be doing so much of it I thought I would go ahead and put it in the box. So I picked 4 colors, and I start out with Salty Ocean, and I just splatter that around, and I'm perfectly fine with big old blobs like that blue, the one that's down there. And then after Salty Ocean, I use my Wild Honey, and then Twisted Citron. And when those 3, which are all Distress Oxides by Tim Holtz, when I'm done splattering all of those, I get this piece of paper that I've already collected some speckledy dots on because I wanted them to be dry before I use my Delusion Shimmer Spray in Bubblegum Pink, because I knew that that would muddy everything up, and so I wanted to dry that mostly. And so then I splatter this. Now, please do not tell my best friend or my son that there's pink on this layout. I almost never put pink on a layout with my best friend in it. And I got part of the way into this and realized the papers I'm using have pink, and I had selected this bubblegum pink. So I'm gonna just keep it to myself. I mean, I've gone as far as to color in pink things, but I literally brought the pink in. Oh, well, it is what it is. I'm just not going to tell her. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell her and she'll say it's fine. But anyway, so I cut my pictures down and I'm matting them on these little scraps. So these are scraps that I had in the collection from the last layout I did. And my goal for 2022 is to use at least 1 scrap on every layout. And these 2 pieces right here are scraps, as well as the background paper that I use. I gutted the inside to use it for something. And so now that is also considered a scrap. So I matted all of those down on the scraps, some teal and some pinky colors. And I just set them aside because I want to. She's got like this really cool green. I can't tell exactly what it is on the inside where her pictures are laying. So there's something underneath. So I decided I'm just going to take the Salty Ocean and put some on my packaging. And it's pretty much gone in this bottle. So I really just poured a little on. And then I just smear it around because I just wanted like something back there. So wherever the pictures are gapped in between, there would be something. So I'm making sure everything's going to fit. And I just put 1 little strip of double-sided tape down the middle so it would hold. But I decided that I would kind of wonky the pictures back and forth. Hers are also wonky, but it looks like hers are like 2x2s or 3x3s maybe. I think they're 3x3s. But so mine is a little different based on the fact that mine are 3x too. So, sorry, that was my son coming in here to tell me he filled a whole bag of trash from his room. So I'm looking at the layout and I realized that there's a little torn notch in the top, and I love that. That's so cute. And instead of it being cut out, it looks like she's torn it and just scuffed it up down either side. And so I did pretty much the exact same thing. And had I not thought about that before I tacked it down, I probably would have gotten my Tim Holtz distresser and like distressed it and maybe even inked it a little. But I really do love that. I considered putting another one on the bottom because I enjoyed that. So I'm looking for something to help me decorate around. And the only thing in this paper pack is some border strips, and I didn't want to use those. So I set all that aside and I pull out my stickers. And I'm now going to see what I can find on this Bella Boulevard sticker sheet. So on her layout, she's got like a little file tab on the bottom of the side of this picture. And the funny thing is, there was a file tab right down there in the bottom left corner, and I didn't use that. I used this other little bit that matches the background paper. And so then I found this little circular thing that matches with the leafy bits and everything. And she has like a little compass there. And so it's the same shape and everything that she put over her picture. And then I found this little arrow that I loved. And that's the same pattern that the two of those pictures are matted in. So I got that glued down, and that kid. I am going to just keep tucking some things. So I like the leafy bit that I put in the bottom because I like that it adds that extra, it gives you some dimension because it's a like puffy chipboard sticker. But then when I go to put the one up at the top, I should have turned it sideways. I don't know why I didn't. I put it in there, and after I started looking at it, I realized I was not happy with it. But it's Nouveau Deluxe, and that stuff sets pretty quickly. So by the time I realized that I didn't like how it went all the way up that way, it was too late, and I wasn't going to tear it up to pull it off. So you'll see me attempt, but I wasn't tearing anything. So I just used the Nouveau to glue down the corners, especially since it's on mixed media. And see, I realized that that's not going anywhere. And so, and I could have cut it in half and put half at the top and half at the bottom. That would look good too. So I have this little title thing. She has like a little sign that says take the scenic route, and it's super cute. But this living the beach life I thought was cute, and it's on a little wood grain, and I matted on that little pink plaid paper that I've matted one of the pictures on. And so I just cut that out, and then I do put that up on fun foam because I wanted to give it a little bit of dimension so it would stand out. And so the fun foam gives it a little bit more dimension than the chipboard, but not by a lot. I had to get my scissors down that I cut all of my fun foam with because I don't like getting all my good scissors sticky. So I put that down with some Nouveau Deluxe, and then I'm just going to put that down there in the bottom corner where she has her little sign. And then I think, I'm going to pull out my Tim Holtz. Nope. How about I pull out the titles first? So I was going to use gold, but changed my mind and decided to use the exact same title words that I used on the matching or the facing page. So this one's called Dear Lizzie, and it's snapshots. They're thickers. So I just pulled this word off that says whatever because one of the pictures I am covering up my daughter who is laying out on the beach. One of the pictures I told my husband to pose so I could like pretend like I was holding him, and he refused, so he wandered off. And I still took the picture of me holding him walking off. And then the ones on the top are my best friend, and she's totally cooperative. So, and then me and my aunt at the bottom. So I just thought whatever was kind of funny. And so I put that on there. And because I felt like this was a really good layout to use the snarky phrases from Tim Holtz, that's what I decided to pull out. So I got 3 different phrases that I thought were fitting. there's not a lot of times where I feel like I can be snarky. So if I find a layout that works, then I use it. So the top one above my best friend and me says I need a 6-month vacation twice a year. And then the one of me covering my daughter says one of us is right, the other one is you. And then the one over on the top left that I'm about to put down says, I don't know where all this crap about me being a difficult person is coming from. And I just thought they were funny and fitting of the pictures. If I had room, I would have put another one down there about my husband, but that's okay. I end up journaling about him, so it's all good. So I get that down, and I like the fact that that kind of covers all the little areas. She's got lots of like leafy bits and really neat, maybe stamping or stencil work around hers, and I do love that, but I just didn't do that. So, but I do add all like the word phrases and stuff to kind of cover all those areas. So then I pull out my gemstones, and I want to add not any more color. I really don't want to add any more color because there's so much color on this layout. So I pull some black gemstones and then like these bluey colored that are very similar to the blue in the paper. And they're a little bit darker, so it doesn't add any more bright, shiny, in your face colors. So then I think, oh yes, I'm going to do the doodle. She's got a little doodling border around hers, and I do that. She does also have like a little doodle up in the torn bit, but my paper is dark and I don't think you'd see anything if I doodled there, so I didn't. And then I just write a journal about how I love having fun with these silly selfies. Some of my people played along, others wandered down the beach. I still took their picture. And so then I put this like little dotted, you'll see me do it. I put like this little dotted line in the black pen up to this picture of my husband and a little baby arrow, so it's not super obvious because it kind of blends in with all the other dots, but I know he was the one being difficult. So anyway, here is the close-up of her layout again, and then I'll show you the close-ups of mine. And like I said, she's got lots of really great textures and gorgeous, what I would assume is either stamping or stenciling, and I just love that. So you should definitely go check her Instagram out. And then also the people listed below are hopping along sometime throughout the month of May with May I Scraplift You. So I hope you will go and check them out. I have had such a fun time doing May I Scraplift You this month. I am excited for the next 9 or 10 days to continue. But like I said, I hope you will check out everybody below. And then tomorrow I will be back with May I Scraplift You, and I will also be back with Scraplift Crafternoon. I can't remember if they're together or not, so I might have 2 videos tomorrow. Who knows, you all? I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to love the ones you love. Happy scrapping!